We come here to learn love, which is the highest frequency. And we do that through experiences. And our soul longs to learn love. It longs to remember itself. We come here on this physical, three-dimensional plane of existence to have these experiences, to learn love, to be able to make the choices, to be able to feel sorrow, elation, pain, betrayal, all the things. And we ask for it. The guides talk about, we joyfully, excitedly say, I want to return. They talk about whoever's here right now, specifically. We came here right now, as we do before, but like specifically right now to experience these dynamic shifts that are happening. We couldn't wait to come.
I watched a couple of your videos, and one was actually about the tsunami in July and stuff. I say, okay, what is the tsunami? Let me see. But then I remember it's in Russia. It was a big one,
Yeah.
Russia and Japan, and
Yeah.
so he was the right prediction.
There's a lot of things that have happened this year. So since 2020, I started having dreams, receiving downloads and messages and visions, and I didn't share them for a very long time. I just started sharing them in October of 2024. I kept being told it's time to share. It's time to share. It's time to share. It's time to share. And I was like, I don't, it's an uncomfortable thing to put these things out there. And one of the things that I had been dreaming of and having visions and being told about was a tsunami since 2020. So they said that there would be natural disasters would increase, that we would have hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, wave is what I kept hearing for a very long time. And it stopped. I didn't hear about these things for a long time. And then in October of 2024, they said, Pamela, it's time to get out on your YouTube, to share on your TikTok, to share these things with the world. And I said, okay. And I started just sharing what I had already experienced. And I did that for the better part of, 6 months. But I hadn't received any messages of any upcoming earthquakes or tsunamis or anything since 2020. When I went to channel the message for my community, I lead a community called Spirit Calling. Every month I channel a message from our guides for my community. That message came through. And they said that there would be an earthquake of a magnitude 9 or greater that would happen, and that Earth would shift, tectonic plates would shift, and it would create a wave that would create a grand level event in our world, and that many people would be affected by it. So I put that out there. The message happened to be in July for the July community. But, at the time, I didn't know the Ring of Fire was waking up. And there, we always have earthquakes all over the planet continually. But there have been earthquakes all over and volcanoes all over the world that are waking up, that are affecting one another. And that's what happened. There was an earthquake that was an 8.8, which is one of the largest earthquakes that have ever been recorded. And it created a tsunami warning for Asia and, for our West Coast of the United States. So that's one of the things that happened. And I had heard, when I put that message out there, then they woke me up in the middle of the night and they said, in 4 days, it goes down. And I went, I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. And I went, oh my gosh, okay. I wake up in the middle of the night and I write these things down. Then I go back to sleep. And so I only share when I'm told to share. I don't do it for likes and clicks and algorithms. I don't. And I shared that in 4 days. Well, then I heard the next morning, in 4 days, it goes down again. So I was like, which day is it? It happened 5 days later. That's when it happened. And there are other things that I have been told about. They told me I had a dream that I was watching. There's a lot of things happened in the last couple of months. I was watching an event happening on the television. The United States was attacking another country. And I remember we were watching the television and we were saying, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? No, no, no. Why are we doing that? And the guide said, we don't understand. That happened, by the way. The United States did attack. And we don't know why, all the pieces of that puzzle yet, but that it's going to create a domino effect. And there's been, messages of attacks happening in our country, the United States, and coming from within. So these are also things that I share with love. Like, it's not to alarm, it's not to scare, it's not that. It's because the guides want me to help people be prepared, to help them prepare their vibration, their frequency, that they can look at things that are scary and be able to witness it without being consumed by it. So, it's a multifaceted thing for me, Sergey. It's like, I take it very seriously. It's my work, and it's my soul's work also, because I don't always like doing this. It's not like fun, but I push through it because I know that I can't let fear rule me, and I have to know that this is what I've been commissioned for, that the guides tell me in another space and time to come here now to do this, to help humanity. So, that's important to me.
Okay. Let's come back to those a couple predictions that we talked about. You said there was a big earthquake back in July. You're talking about the one which happened in the ocean and affected Russia and Japan?
Yes.
That's the one, okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any predictions about Philippines? I heard somewhere there's going to be a big also earthquake over there.
Right. Yeah. No, they said that this earthquake, the level 9, magnitude 9 or greater, is going to affect Asia. So, where I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard Hong Kong. I don't know. I know that it's headed in that direction. And, the Ring of Fire, they're all, I didn't even know what the Ring of Fire was. I didn't even know. The other night I woke up and I heard subterranean landlock. Well, what the heck is that? I got up in the middle of the night. I'm trying to even spell subterranean, it's like, and I look it up, and I use chat to help me write emails or proposals and stuff like that for my business. But I asked chat, I said, these are the, and I know AI isn't the be all end all, but I thought it would be interesting to ask. And I said, I've been having dreams about this. I've had messages about earthquakes, tsunamis. I've been told tectonic plates are going to shift. I woke up and heard subterranean landlock. Can you tell me what that is? And it said it is exactly what they talked about, the pressure on the plates. And that if it does unlock, that would be the kind of event that would shift the water and create an earthquake that would create the tsunami. So there you go again. I think that was last week, or I don't even remember. We're in August right now, and everyone, I had found out about different people in the world who have made predictions. There was this woman back in 1992 who predicted that there would be the 2011 tsunami, and that happened. She predicted there would be 20 and 25 in July.
There was one in Japan there.
Yeah, and it, nothing happened, but look at what's happening in the world. It's kind of interesting if you put the dots together, right?
So what should we as a humanity look forward, like for the next several months until the end of this year?
Yeah, I think that when I channeled the 2025 energy update and predictions video, they did say that 2025 was going to be a profound year of change. So that touches all parts of our world. In 2024, when I did that video, they talked about, there being an assassination attempt. They talked about government. They talked about the changes, and there was. They also talked about people in entertainment and the music industry falling far from their positions, but they were the beginning parts of this unraveling that is happening now in our world. And I think that, Sergey, we're going to see a lot more of that in the next second half of this year. But, it's all, the perception of it is all in the eye of the beholder, because as you know, we are all creator beings. We create our reality with the frequency and the vibration that we put out into the world. So We can be among change and all of this chaos, which we continually are every
Yeah.
day. Our world exists with that duality. So it's all about how you perceive it. You know, the darker, more negative energies that, you know, kind of create this web that's around our planet that's breaking down is allowing that higher frequency to permeate and be seen and come through. And that's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. With the earth frequency raising, consciousness raising, that's why these shifts are happening. Those lower frequencies can't maintain their hold. So I think we'll see more shifts in entertainment. I think we'll see more shifts in healthcare and in education, in government. I mean, all of that will be, I think, a continuing thing that we will witness more and more of. I also think that Mother Earth is going through that change of raising its frequency. And so we've done a lot of things maybe where we weren't the kindest or treating her the best. So we've got, you know, that happening. But I'm excited to see also the positive side of that with people who are serving, people who have expanded their consciousness, who are raising their frequency and of finding out what it is that they want to bring and be and how they want to serve. And they're diving more deeply into that, which is helping serve more people, which is that cascading wave of that positive energy that's coming. So lots of people who have been in service, who have been listening to their soul and their spirit guide them, leaving fear behind, are diving more deeply into their work. You know, and I feel like I know it personally. I've seen it in my community and my peers. This is the year where it comes. It's that divine reciprocity. It comes back, and you're in alignment with it. Basically, you are meeting it where it's at to be in receivership of it, and it's awesome. So I know I'm looking forward to seeing more of that, and gonna enjoy it and ride that wave.
Okay, so we shouldn't be afraid of any negative changes because we affect the
Yeah,
outcome. If we start thinking negatively, we affect with our thoughts.
yeah,
So
absolutely. The guides,
your predictions are not fear mongering anything,
no,
just because it's not 100%. They may change
right.
as we think. You know, we can change the outcome.
Yeah, because individually we have a frequency that goes out. Collectively, we have a frequency. Individually, we have a choice with every decision we make, love or fear. Collectively, that all of that is changing timelines. So things are moving simultaneously, continually. They're just very nimble and flexible. And, you know, the guides that I channel are beautiful, high vibratory angelic beings, and they want us to be the masters of our frequency. They want us to be in mastery of it, which means we understand what doesn't serve us, what serves us, what we don't want to do anymore, what we do want to do. And, you know, that being able to allow the things that are not serving us, our work, relationships, the things we're occupying our mind with, all the things, using our discernment and our tools and our higher guidance, which are allowing more of the higher vibrational experiences to come in. So when you see those negative things, you're witnessing them. You're not diving in because of your vibration. When I do put those production videos out, people get scared. Some people get very scared, but they're meeting the messages with the level of fear that they have inside of them. If that makes sense, that's a direct example of why the guides want us to work on our vibration, to improve our experience and to
Okay.
master it.
So you first got contacted by your guides in 2020, you said?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who are these guides? Angelical beings, or they're beings of light? Who are
Yeah.
they? If you can
Who are
describe,
these beings? Who are
yeah,
these?
do you see them or you just feel them? Do you have a vision of them? Can
Oh,
you
yeah,
explain?
all of the above.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
So when I started, after, you know, I was on my spiritual awakening journey for a while. It started 2008, 2012. And I started doing the things I just told you that people should be doing. I started saying, I don't believe in this religion anymore. Let me find out what I believe in.
yeah.
I don't resonate with this relationship anymore. Let me cut out the things that don't serve me. Let me start listening and looking at what's going on, connecting the dots. And then I started hearing more, seeing more, having more knowings. I started honoring them. So that path led me to doing plant medicine. And that's not for everyone, but it was for me. And it was so much for me that the universe picked me up and put me into this really special place with really special people. And through my experience with that, at the end of that, I did a lot of healing. At the end of that, this white light came through my third eye, filled up my whole body, and I heard, your psychic abilities have enhanced. Everything from this moment forward will be different. And that's what happened, Sergey. It was in November of 2019, I came home, and then it was COVID time. And I had this knowing that I should sit every morning with intention and just say, I want to explore what that was. I want to co-create, and I want to work together and create a relationship to experience and understand and learn more about what all these things are. And that's when it started. I started having experiences with vibrations, and I started having experiences with the beings that live in different frequencies, that have different vibrations. And I started allowing myself to work with my guides. And in the beginning, the first group of guides that came in were this super high frequency, feminine, bubbly, buoyant, effervescent group of divine feminine beings. And when they would come in, I knew I was going to do some hard work. I knew I was going to do soul work. And I started experiencing different past lives. And I started going through the actual death of them and releasing the frequency of them, releasing the emotion of them. And every time I did that, my vibration was increasing and increasing until one day, and this was like a year of work. None of this happens overnight. Maybe for some people it does.
No.
But I had this frequency come down. I could see it. I could see the spiraling light come down, and I recorded everything. So I heard myself going, and I started speaking this light language, and then suddenly it came into me, and I felt this high frequency like a lightning bolt. Zoom. That was the very first time the Great Council of Light came in. We worked together for a very long time for me to integrate them, for me to try to get words to come out, for me to hear them, for me to feel them, for me to understand them. And so much so that, it took like another year. Like it took a long time. And when I see them, I see pillars of light, beautiful white pillars of light. And I see them sitting around in a space that's like a white glowing vast space. When I feel them, I feel a super, super, super high love frequency. My body feels a vibration. I feel them, I know them, and so integrated with them now that they are with me all the time. When they talk to me, I hear them as they're not my thoughts, they're them. So there's a difference. I know who they are. And then they talk through my voice, and they have a different kind of sound when they talk through my voice. So I also automatic write. So I'll close my eyes and I'll call them in, and I go over here and they come out and like these amazing messages. So they've told me, they're ancient beings, creator beings, and that I am an aspect of them. And together, brethren, we have contracted and commissioned. I've been commissioned with them, not alone, with them together, to come here in this time now to help with this shift that's happening.
Okay.
That's why I take it so serious.
Yeah. It's interesting. So these beings, they were not ghosts. They are not beings from this earth. They are completely from different dimension. They just come here to help humanity through you or through different other, people who opened up for this energy to come in and to be transmitted to us.
Yes.
That's how I understand it.
Absolutely.
Now you're describing them, and I saw something similar. You can see right now people are creating it through AI. Just and I'm thinking if you would go into, let's say, ChatGPT or something, app, and describe it exactly how you see it, you're going to get an interesting picture, maybe something close to what you see. Yeah?
Totally. Absolutely.
Because AI is amazing.
Yeah, I did a podcast with someone yesterday. It was the very first time I met this person. And he said, Pamela, I sit with lots of channels. And he goes, your vibration is, he goes, I see it. I can see your vibration. He's got these mad skills. I had never met him, but I could feel, I would go, oh my God, I could feel it. I could feel this vibration going through my body, just lighting everything on fire. And he goes, you're the real deal. And I said, I know. I know, I know that about myself. It's hard for anybody else to understand that unless they are in place. And I just heard the ringing in my ear.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do that on purpose at specific times. And there's a frequency, there's a vibration to it. People hear the counsel, they read the messages, they feel it. It's not a brain thing. It's a vibration thing. And it's so powerful, Sergey. It's like when you're in the presence of them, when my community members are in the presence of them, they have like experiences. They get hot. They feel cold. They feel shivers. They have to take off their sweaters, you know. They have a visceral experience.
I'm just trying to understand here. So there is life out there in different dimension, different manifestation.
Yeah.
And it's been out there all the time. There was no beginning. My understanding is there was no beginning, there was no end. It's just there all the time.
Yeah, it's just there.
That's what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
Because it's always present, it's always now, and it's always been there. It's always there. I can't say been because it's in the past.
Right. And we live in a 3-dimensional reality. So we only see what's in front of our eyes. We see what we are in alignment with. And that's why when you raise your frequency, you're able to connect to other frequencies, to other dimensions. That's why you start to hear, to see, to know. You have clairsenses inside of your being. You have tools like your pineal gland with a receptor and an antenna. You have so many things that are innately created inside of us. But when we're born into this 3-dimensional reality, you know, we're born into this plan and this whole world that exists. And when we're very young, we have a very deep connection to it. But then as soon as the systems, as soon as the things start to tell us what we believe and to tell us how we should act and what we should be and what we should do, it changes us. And you talked about the future. The future that they've told me about is beautiful. It's a return to worlds that once were. It's a return to a time and space that once were, where we're using our telepathy without using our mouth to speak. We're communicating through our thoughts. We're doing instantaneous healing. The vibration and the frequency of love is at the forefront of everything and everything that we do. And so it's a dynamic shift from where we are right now.
Yes. So you said that people are born here and they are immersed in this 3D world. But why are they born here in this 3D world?
Very good question. The council, when they do their messages and their teachings, and I get excited, my crown chakra's going like this. We come here to learn love, which is the highest frequency. And we do that through experiences. And our soul longs to learn love. It longs to remember itself. We come here on this physical, 3-dimensional plane of existence to have these experiences, to learn love, to be able to make the choices, to be able to feel sorrow, elation, pain, betrayal, all the things. And we ask for it. The guides talk about, we joyfully, excitedly say, I want to return. They talk about whoever's here right now, specifically. We came here right now, as we do before, but like specifically right now to experience these dynamic shifts that are happening. We couldn't wait to come. They also talk about us not being the only 3-dimensional existence that exists, that we do this in other places as well. So I think that that's so cool. You know, we're taught through television entertainment, through stories, through the news, to be fearful of other spaces, other times, other realities. We are taught that we are only here existing on this planet by ourselves. But then they teach us about a Milky Way and they teach us about the universe, but they teach us only a part of it. And so our job of remembering is remembering that we are vast and we are connected to all that is. And we are not small. We actually have the universe, the entire universe conspiring to give us experiences to allow us of anything and everything that we want. We just have to understand and align to that, to know that we are those beings.
Yeah, I spoke to a number of near-death experiencers, and they
Yeah.
say that they knew everything when they were on the other side. When they
Right.
were dead, so-called, they knew everything. They have no questions. They were completely enlightened, and they were in the moment, in the now. But now they came back and they forgot everything.
Yeah.
So my question is, people come here, they know everything already. They already experienced complete love, 1000% love of that. And they come back here to suffer again.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. That's the suffering. Through the suffering
Yeah,
is expansion.
yeah,
Through the suffering is a great word. And I have to talk about the guides because that's who I teach. But they say they don't want you to suffer and say, why me? Why did this happen to me?
yeah,
Why? They instead want you to say, what is the lesson that I
yeah.
learned with this? Why was this experience given to me? And suffering is an interesting thing because in my experience, I believe suffering is necessary in order for the release and the surrender to happen, for you to be able to receive something different. It's the struggle. And it's just like I say with everything, when to learn music, to learn a language, to learn a new skill, you have to go through the struggle to understand it. So it's kind of similar, in similar regards to that.
Well, our reviewers probably curious about channeling, so we may
Yeah.
channel something if you don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what to ask your guides. I mean, would you?
I can just let them talk.
You can. Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm
So
gonna ask some stupid question. They're gonna say, you know what? Forget about this guy. Let's talk to some other podcaster.
never.
I'd rather let them make the choice for
No.
me.
They would never do that, first of all. But second of all, they're usually always integrated in the conversation. So they'll bring something that's relevant.
Yeah.
And just so you know, you'll see my physical body change. You'll hear my voice change. I'm present, but I'm not present in sort of, okay. So when it comes out, it comes out. When it's done, it's done. And I'll just
Okay.
open my eyes.
Let's do
Okay,
that,
here we
yeah.
go. Yes, we are here. We are here. We are very happy to be here. Yes, indeed. We are here. You ask very interesting questions. Yes, yes, yes. You have come here to your physical plane of existence to learn love and to remember that you are omnipotent, creative beings, vastly creative beings. In your three-dimensional plane of existence, there are a multitude of experiences for you. Yes, you experience love. You are the child, you're the parent, you are the convictor. Yes, you are many things you ask to be. You ask to create these exchanges also for others in your soul group when you travel here to this three-dimensional reality, joyfully, gleefully, to experience all that is. Yes. Yes, you speak of near-death experiences. The veil is diminished. The three-dimensional reality is released. And you all experience the vastness that we speak of, connected to all that is and all that has ever been. Whew, that was... They really wanted to say that. Yes, indeed. There are many that speak of these experiences. There are many that share. They are very excited to share. For within those stories, for within the transmission of their words, they are shifting another's perspective, which is also the experience that you have asked for. To understand that there is more than meets the eye in a three-dimensional reality. There is much more, dear ones. We ask you now to understand individually, as you have heard Pamela say, you carry a frequency. You carry a signal that is put out to the universe. Within each one of your individual signals, you are in receivership of that exact vibration. If you are desiring a higher and better experience, it is in your best interest to shift your vibration. Understanding love, understanding frequency, understanding that you are the creator of your experience, merely by your signal. Yes, indeed, dear one. Yes, yes, yes. We are complete. Yes.
We're
See,
back. We're back.
you see it going,
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah,
forth. We still work together, and they get very excited. And so when they get excited, it's even more. You could
yeah,
see
yeah, yeah,
I wore this kind of shirt today, so you could really see it, though,
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
sure. But they're very happy, and they're very joyful. They want to help us. They just want to help us understand really who we are, because we just we don't have that education. We don't
Yeah,
have that
yeah.
understanding.
I would say we are in the beginning of the real awakening right now. So this is why
Hmm.
they create these beings come to you and the channels like you.
Yeah.
They come more often and transmit the messages to us.
Yeah,
I
they're
like,
able to. They're
yeah,
able to now, because
yeah,
people have been shifting. There are so many people now, Sergey, who are tapping into their spiritual gifts.
yeah,
They are realizing that they have them, number one. Then I meet so many people who are having rapid ascensions.
yeah,
They're realizing who they are.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
then the opportunity to channel exists more. So there's lots of
yeah,
channels now, new
yeah.
channelers.
Even talking about me, since I started this channel, I mean my YouTube channel, I started to change. I don't think I changed something. I got awakened or something. It's just more understanding for me.
Yeah.
Some kind of understanding.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's your work.
yeah,
That's what you're
yeah,
supposed to do
yeah.
through conversations, and
Some
you touch
things,
people.
yeah, yeah. I have answers, questions answered. I would say even without asking the questions, I'm
Uh-huh.
getting these answers.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
calm me down and I feel more secure. I have my problems, but still, it's just interesting how it transforms you, you know,
Yes. Absolutely.
the way you look at life and at things, you look differently.
Yeah, you do. And that's why a lot of people who are expanding, a lot of people on their spiritual awakening journey, it can be hard and you can feel alone. That's the one thing that I
Yeah.
hear all the time. People feel alone. And
It's interesting that your guides said that we're creative beings and we're here for love. And I heard that many times from all my guests.
yeah,
And we can feel that we want to create all the time. We want to do
yeah,
something all the time.
yeah,
Build a house, write a book, create
yeah,
something with your hands. It's always a creation. So we have this instilled in us, this desire to create. It's
to
like
move
God.
forward. Yeah,
God is playing. He's creator. He creates. Well, let's call the energy God right now, the
yeah,
source. But it's creating through us. He's saying, okay,
hmm,
Sergey, you're gonna do the podcast. Okay, Pamela, you're gonna talk to your guides. I'm experiencing this through you guys.
yeah, yeah.
It's
It's
like
so
a
cool.
it's like a
Yeah,
game, yeah.
yeah. And um, for everyone who's, new to channeling and seeing it for the first time, it might seem strange,
Yeah,
but but a lot of first time seers are just intrigued by it
yeah.
because they
No,
see it and they hear
yeah,
the words.
yeah. If I heard this like 10, 20 years ago, I would be, excuse my French, I would be freaked out. Right now, I'm so used to this, and I spoke to a lot of channelers,
Yeah,
and it's amazing. I'm listening, and it's all about love. It's
yeah, it's
nothing
all about
about
love.
something. I've never heard anything bad. It's all
No,
about love.
yeah, and the guides always say it's
Yeah,
so simple. It's so simple. It's not check boxes, and it's not systems, and it's not, you know, complicated and workshops, and like it's very easy. It's very simple. It's love or feel fear. It's a vibration. It's all about frequency. And we have brains. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different intellect, and people want and absorb and teach and learn differently, but it's really basic.
yeah.
It's very basic. Hmm.
So the guides, they contact only souls that are open for it. You have to be in specific vibrational. state to contact the guides. So they contact you in that state, right?
Yeah, I would, in my experience, I watched it happen with me. I watched me put the work in, understand it, be involved in it, but then in retrospect, see the path. And it is about frequency. So to be on the other side of it, I do see how I raised my frequency, raised it, and was able to have this transmission happen. Everybody's experience is unique and different, but it's all about frequency. So the higher you're resonating, the more connection you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, can we ask your guides one more time, a short channel, about the future events for 2025?
Okay.
In general lines, in
Okay.
general. Yeah.
I'll see
Okay.
what they say. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we are here. We are here. We are here. Yes. 2025 is a profound year of change indeed. As we have shared previously through the messages, there will be events on your planet, specifically in the United States of America. There will be shifts. There will be an attack on your country. There will be simultaneous events that will happen quickly, swiftly, for all to witness, televised on your screens. Yes, it is change that you will not expect. No, dear ones, you will not expect. We will implore you to be prepared, for the fear state is lower frequency and it will permeate your United States. You will not understand where you are, who you are, what is happening. We have expressed within your community, and we will express it now, for you to raise your frequency, yes, but have a safe space inside of your environments, in your homes, as well as in your frequency, in your heart space, in your body, knowing that you are able to retract from the experiences, to shelter in place, to be among your loved ones, understanding where they are, how you are calculated now to be able to withstand the shift in vibration within your country. We ask you now to not sit in fear, wondering when. We ask you instead to work on yourself, yes. Prepare your arms, yes. For with the preparation, you will feel more at ease. You will have an easier time when the shift does happen. Yes, indeed. Among your world, they will watch. Shifts will happen. It is the beginning of a breakdown of a system that has existed, yes. Within that system, the change must happen, yes. You will witness it. You will not understand it at the moment. But in the future, you will see a great divide that will change and ultimately shift your planet for the better.
Okay. Well, thank you. Well, I want to thank your guides, but I have a question. They said, this is for my viewers, especially in the United States. You said there is an attack on the U.S. People may get scared, What is that?
Yeah,
attack?
they talked about this before, yeah.
It's a nuclear war or something, or it's just a...
Yeah. So I believe, and I share this on my my channels. I believe, because of what I've been told, the 2025 energy update and predictions video talked about that, and specifically that there would be, and you can see this on my YouTube channel, there will be a simultaneous attack that happens to the United States from inside our country. So they're already
inside the United States.
Already there.
Okay.
And it happens at the same time, and it's broadcast on all the screens. It's not just TVs anymore. It's all the screens. And that's one thing. So then they told me about the U.S. attacking. They didn't say Iran. They said a country. Yeah. And shortly after that, the U.S. attacked Iran. But in the dream, it was the beginning of the domino effect, which could lead, in my mind, if I'm connecting the dots to that event that they said.
Yeah.
What else? I had dreams shortly after that of explosions happening. Every time I have a dream, I share it. So I had a dream after I saw the United States attacking a country. I had a dream. I was standing. There was a group of men in dark outfits, hoods, things like that, black backpacks to my left. I was in an underground space, but I could see to the peripherals of my eyes, green and blue, like light and grass or something. And there was a group, it was like a parking garage, or it was in the bottom of a building, or it was, I don't know what it was, Sergey, but to the left of me was this group of men. It was ominous feeling, dark backpacks. To the right of me, the same exact experience. I was in the middle of them, explosions. So to me, that tells me more about what they told me. They haven't been the messages that I've been receiving most recently. It's been about the earthquake and the 8 and the 9 or greater magnitude. So we shall see. There is this guy who started channeling around the same time I did that I found recently. Brandon, I think is his name. He's Christian. A lot of the things that he says are the same things that I say. So he said the same thing about an attack happening from within. So, but these are timelines, these are probabilities, and they're high probabilities when they come out through a message. And so that's the only time they tell me to share those things, when they're a high probability.
Okay, Pamela, now, if you'd like to share about your contact information, website, or maybe you have courses and stuff like that, would you like to share that in the web?
Thank you. Thank you for helping me share that. That's also part of the work that I'm here to do.
Yes.
Part of the visions that I received in 2020 was I was told spirit calling in the middle of the night, and I didn't know what that was. And over the course of a year, I kept hearing you're to build a community, a platform, because there's going to be a glass ceiling that breaks. People are going to stop in their tracks and not know who and what they are and what they've believed in. They need a place to land. And so by the end of that year, I saw the logo, and then I suddenly went, oh my gosh, it's all the same thing. It's spirit calling. So I launched that community in January of 2024. It's a beautiful place for people to explore their spirituality in a safe space. They don't get labeled. They don't get judged. They get supported and they get love. So that's spirit-calling.com. I also have inside of that community a mastermind, where there's a bunch of people who want to be around the Great Council of Light. They want to learn from them. They want to, connect to them and get messages and be taught. We do that once a month. That's on my Work With Me page. And then people who are going through transition, people who don't resonate with their work, their relationship, people who are having health crisis, people who are having change, and they want help. I do one-on-ones with. It's amazing, amazing work. I'm helping someone heal their womb right now, which is incredible. And then I also have meditations that the Great Council channels through me. I don't go seeking meditations. They come down, boom. And there's one, it's a pineal gland meditation. People feel it. They feel it in their head. It's amazing. Their dream states are increasing. Their connection is increasing. Their understanding, their knowings, their guidance. It's amazing. So all that's on my website, spirit-calling.com. And then my YouTube, my TikTok, and my Instagram are at Spirit Calling Pamela.
Okay, let me ask you a question about the name of my show. It's about freedom. What's your definition of freedom?
Ooh, really living with your spirit first. Not caring about what anyone thinks, what anyone tells you need to do, be, to show up. It's really literally living in that state of knowing who you are and aligning with that universe to have that freedom and that better experience. Yeah.
Yeah, very good explanation, very short.
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel like maybe your guides, or you feel like saying something else before we complete the podcast?
Yeah, I would just say if there's something inside of you that resonates with any single thing on here, you don't have to go to my community. You can go anywhere. You can go to SoundCloud, to Spotify, to YouTube, listen to a frequency, choose one randomly, and just sit with it in intention. And if you want more intention and connection, just close your eyes and open your heart, and in an authentic state, just say, help me. I want to hear more. I want to see more. I want to experience more. It's very, It's simple.